Hi everyone, I'm Tracy Blehm of Lasya Healing Centre, and today we're going to talk about how to make a demand of yourself. Some people don't really understand how to make a demand of yourself. They will say, I'm going to try and do this, I would like to do this, I'd like to create this, and then it never happens. They spin their wheels, spin their wheels, spin their wheels, and they can bump along for weeks, months, and sometimes even years. So being that we've had the center now for 7 years and I've been in this industry for 14, I would like to share some observations and some ways that I've seen in patterns where people will not make that correct demand of themselves, and then it becomes everyone else's fault as to why they're not succeeding. You know, my kids are sick, I can't come into work today. I've got hockey, I've got soccer, we're going out of town, I don't feel good today, I'm fighting with my spouse, my partner, my family doesn't support me, all kinds of stuff. And these are nothing more than excuse making. Now, that probably ticked a bunch of people off because, well, everybody has that. Everybody does have it. But are you willing to make the demand of yourself to rise above it? Let me give you some examples. For myself, in running a company, I also have a personal practice and I teach. I have 2 little kids at home, and I have a husband who is a workaholic and travels lots for work. And I love every minute of it. But if I don't make the demand of myself, I can get caught up in the drama and trauma and nothing will ever get done. So let me give you an example. When my kids are sick, yes, I go home and I tend to that. I spend time with them, I look after them, I nurture them, and that kind of thing. When they go to sleep, I then drink a stiff cup of coffee and I go back to work. If that means I have to work till 1 or 2 in the morning, then I do it. And I'm not bitter about it, I'm not grumpy about it. It's just that I am demanding of myself that no matter what, I am going to achieve my goals. I will never give up and I will never give in. Now, do I choose the right course of action all the time? No. But if I don't choose a course of action and go after it 100%, believing that it will work, then I will drag things out and I won't realize quick enough that I need to do another course of action or something different. I always sit down and really get clear on what does success look like for me? What is it that I want to achieve for me? And what will bring me joy every day? And then I build out my strategy. I build out my implementation. And some days I do have to say, no matter what, I'm going to achieve this. I will never give up and I will never give in. And I will repeat that over and over and over again in my head as a way to motivate myself to keep going. Are there days when I want to give up? Are there days when I want to quit? Are there days where I just want to get in my vehicle and leave the country? Absolutely. But I'm very aware that there's going to be bad days and there's going to be great days. And on the bad days, I double my efforts. And on the good days, I keep going. And each day I will say, no matter what, I am going to achieve blah. I will never give up and I will never give in. So I will keep going and going and going. And that's making a demand of yourself. Where we aren't properly demanding for ourselves is when we start making the excuses, justifications, conclusions, computations. We follow other people's projections, expectations, separations, rejections, or we've made a decision that it's got to be harder than it is or that we will never achieve it. So Access Consciousness Foundation, which is founded by Gary Douglas and Dr. Dane here, use what's called an Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. And I'm going to give you one that I use quite regularly. And you can Google Access Consciousness Clearing Statement to get more information on that because it might sound a bit weird to those of you that have never heard of it before. So what I will do is I will say every day when I come up against something that doesn't work for me, or I believe doesn't work for me. Let me clarify that. And I will say all of the decisions, judgments, conclusions, computations, projections, expectations, separations, and rejections I have of me and my business, I destroy and uncreate it all, times a godzillion, right, wrong, good, bad, poc, pod, all 9, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And then I will reevaluate. I will go, what else is possible here I haven't considered? What's right about this that I'm not understanding? Who else can contribute? What else can I do? What action step can I take right now? and then I keep going. But if I don't have a demand of myself that no matter what, I am going to do this, I will never give in, never give up, then I will waste hours on Facebook. I will waste hours binging on Netflix. Making the demand means not going to the parties, not going to the events, late nights, or getting up early, staying focused, telling people you don't have time for them, not taking those phone calls, not answering emails that aren't aligned with that demand to get you to where you need to be. Does that mean you'll become a stick in the mud? No, it means you will become highly specific, you will prioritize, you will stop wasting time. Because if you waste time, it means more late nights, it means more time away from friends and family, it means more time away from Netflix and Facebook. It means getting super organized. So hopefully now you understand the difference between making a true demand of yourself versus making some statements that you're not really going to go after. Get clear, never give up, never give in, and no matter what, you're going to do this. So go after it, and go after it no matter what anybody says, what your environment is, who you're in relationship with, how many kids you have, whether or not you have money, whether or not you have family that supports you, whether or not you have peers that believe in you. If it's in your gut and you want it, you can do it. So many people have. I've done it. You can do it. No matter what, I'm going to do this. Never give up, never give in. Thanks for watching. Cheers.